The 2025 Pine radar is finally here, and it's making waves in the automotive world. For those of you who've been tracking Pine's rise over the past few years, this moment has been a long time coming. Known for bold design choices and quietly innovative engineering, Pine has always felt like an underdog brand with premium ambitions. And the radar, it's the clearest signal yet that they're aiming higher, right into the heart of the electric SUV segment. Let's get right into what matters. The 2025 Pine radar is a fully electric midsize SUV, but it doesn't just look like every other EV out there. It's sculpted, muscular, but still maintains a clean, minimalist aesthetic. It feels a bit like what you'd get if Scandinavian design met West Coast energy. And that's not by accident. Pine's new design chief, Elena Mailesa, formerly of Polestar, brought a lot of that sleek, refined influence over, and it shows. From the front, the radar's signature LED blade light stretches edge to edge, wrapping slightly into the fenders. It gives the vehicle a planted, assertive face. The grille is closed off, obviously, being electric, but it doesn't feel like a boring blank panel. Instead, it uses subtle texture and depth to create visual interest. The whole thing feels futuristic without being showy. Underneath, we've got Pine's second-generation EV platform, called the R2 chassis. It's lighter than before, made with a mix of high-strength steel and aluminum, and it's more modular, which means we'll likely see more vehicles based on it in the coming years. Powering the radar is a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup that puts out 460 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. Pine claims a 0-60 time of 4.3 seconds, and honestly, that number checks out based on the early test drives coming in from European reviewers. Now let's talk range. This has always been a weak point for Pine in the past, but they've made real progress. The standard long-range battery offers up to 340 miles on the EPA cycle, and there's even a performance variant that still manages 310 miles despite the added power. Fast charging is solid, too. Pine says you can go from 10 to 80% in just 22 minutes at a 350 kilowatt charger. Not class-leading, but definitely competitive. Inside the cabin, Pine has gone all in on premium minimalism. The radar's interior feels like a calm retreat from the road. There's no clutter, just a beautifully curved 17-inch center display, a slim digital cluster behind the steering wheel, and a surprising amount of sustainable material use. The dash and door panels are wrapped in a eucalyptus-based textile, the seats are made from recycled ocean plastic, and all the switchgear has this smooth, haptic feedback that just feels satisfying to use. Of course, everything is software-driven. Pine's new UI, called Flow OS, is much improved over their earlier efforts. It's fluid, customizable, and thankfully less buggy than what we saw in the 2023 Axis model. Voice control is snappy, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are supported, and the over-the-air update system is one of the better ones we've seen from a smaller automaker. But the real standout here is Pine's radar-based safety system, and yes, it's part of where the radar gets its name. Instead of relying heavily on LiDAR or camera-only systems, Pine has invested in a 5D radar array that gives a much more detailed picture of the world around the car, even in low visibility. This system feeds into the company's new semi-autonomous suite called Pine Sense. It handles adaptive cruise, lane keeping, automatic lane changes, and even low-speed self-driving in traffic. No, it's not a full level 4 system yet, but it's accurate, smooth, and most importantly, predictable. Cargo space is generous, nearly 70 cubic feet with the seats down, and the front adds another 8 cubic feet, which is great for cables and smaller gear. Rear passengers get heated and ventilated seats, and there's even a separate climate zone back there, which is rare in this class. Plus, the panoramic roof, while optional, adds a huge sense of space. Now pricing. The 2025 Pine radar starts at $52,900 for the base long-range version, and climbs up to $64,000 for the fully loaded performance trim with all the tech add-ons. That puts it directly in competition with the Tesla Model Y Performance, the Ford Mustang Mach-E GT, and the Kia EV6 GT. It's aggressive, but fairer, especially when you consider the design and tech you're getting here. One thing that could be a game changer is Pine's battery leasing program. If you opt in, you can lower your purchase price by almost 10 grand, and pay a monthly fee that includes battery maintenance, upgrades, and even temporary battery swaps for road trips. It's a bold move, but one that might appeal to people hesitant about long-term EV ownership. So who is the Pine Radar for? It's not trying to be a status symbol, and it's not aiming at hardcore off-roaders either. This is for someone who wants a premium daily driver that doesn't scream for attention. Someone who cares about sustainability, but also enjoys the occasional punch of acceleration. It's the kind of EV that doesn't feel like a compromise, and in 2025, that might be the most important thing of all. Overall, the 2025 Pine Radar is one of the most well-rounded electric SUVs we've seen this year. It's stylish without being loud, smart without being overcomplicated, and powerful without being excessive. Pine might still be a small name in a big pond, but with the Radar, they've proven they can swim with the best of them. If you want more updates like these, deep dives, first impressions, and hands-on reviews, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give us a like. This is Car Update, and we'll catch you in the next one.